presentation of the National Football League.
Now, for the Metroplex, we join you from Jerry World, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, a good one in the AFC East. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious, but what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
Right to the air is Prescott. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
28-yard line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that is incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target.
Incomplete.
And it's going to bring up 4th down.
4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
A fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard
So the Philadelphia
line.
offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 at quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
That is into the hands of Wicks. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And that is no good. He missed it, and this will stay a scoreless game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
First down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll be second down. A give, and here comes Williams. Gets to the edge at the 30, and they finally take him down, but not before he gets to the Eagles' 17-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
First down.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
Here's a screen set up to Williams. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screenplay is, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Second down, Prescott. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. Third and long coming up.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards,
he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
On fourth down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try.
A 38-yard attempt.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Cowboys are out to an early 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion right. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40.
It's
a gain there of 21. 1st down, Philadelphia.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. On throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front. It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And this defense plays it beautifully. They knock him back to the 7.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. First time to land in this one, and it's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Cowboys, 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
14 more
nice
yards.
chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football. They've got it with a second down and 10. Pistol now for Prescott. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down
and 10.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On third down, Prescott. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
Well, Mike, this is a real throwback football play right here. There's not many teams around the league that utilize a fullback, but when you have one, use them. And that's exactly what they tried to do here, but he was not able to pick up this first down. Great job by this defense getting a huge stop.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
You don't need much. It is third and inches. They'll run the sneak. And he's across midfield, and more importantly, he's got the first down at the 49-yard line.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's four-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He'll step up and run this. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Man in motion, heading right. Hurts using the pop pass. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Deron Bland on the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He runs with it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. That's Goddard in motion. 3rd and short. Hurts will throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And we've seen this time and time again. When this guy is in a groove like he is here, I mean, he's impossible to block. I mean, the offensive line, they've got to come up with a better plan to slow him down, or he's going to completely wreck this game.
On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Eagles will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. Have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. Prescott now. Left side, caught by Lamb. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line.
31 yards.
A big connection.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
The previous play is under review.
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right. But it takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be. So that challenge, a successful one. On the ground, this is Williams. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal. He's inside the 10. Mark him at the 7.
13 yards on the play. That's another Cowboys First down.
Well, that certainly didn't take
First
long.
and goal
Two
at the
back-to-back
7-yard
really
line.
nice plays. This one on the ground, and this is the idea, Mike. Every offense in the league, you want to strike fast. You want to have big, explosive plays. Now you find yourself here, first and goal.
And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
On the tackle.
A loss was
It's a
definitely
loss
not
of
something
one.
they had accounted or
Brings up second
budgeted
and
for in
goal
this spot. And
at the
now,
Eagles'
I think it
8-yard
really
line.
limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
It's back at the 8 now for second and goal. Prescott. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium's counting on.
And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
It's now 4th down.
Well, when you call a
and
screenplay, of
goal.
course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey.
on for the Cowboys
This
field goal.
about as short as you can
A
get.
28-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys
Makes the score
will take
Cowboys
a
6,
6-3 lead.
Eagles 3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Brandon Aubrey to
Back
kick
out
off
is
for the
Brandon Aubrey.
Cowboys.
He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return.
Will Shipley on the return.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this out wide. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 3rd and
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for an Eagles first down.
First down. A gain of 22 yards.
The defensive
And the
line has to do a
Eagles
better
first
job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
At the 39-yard line.
On the RPO, he'll just flip it forward. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They motion the slot man left. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. And he'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another
18 yards on the connection. First down, Philadelphia.
On the play.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he will get into the end zone. Devontae Smith, touchdown, Eagles.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles open the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
Cowboys 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now a return coming from the 14. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Prescott. Forced out left.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And, man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Second and inches. To throw is Hurts. Now he'll air one out. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Barkley. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
On 2nd down, Hurts. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
They'll try to sneak it here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Looking to get that wide receiver screen set up, but this one will not work. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. He takes off.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
3rd down and 9. from the shotgun. It's Hurts. That is into the hands of Wentz. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for an Eagles first down.
For an Eagles first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
A first down throw for Hurts. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
A gain of 6. That's another Eagles first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run. It's Barkley. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
First down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 18-yard line.
To throw is Hurts. Now he'll run it. And he's going to slide down with the first down inside the 5. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
Here's Barkley. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Saquon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles are going to open up the lead to 8.
Eagles 17, Cowboys 9.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
3rd down and 9. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got his man. It's Pickens. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Cowboys.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Reek Woolen brings him down.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. Left side, it's caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10. Go play action. It's Prescott. That is caught. What a play. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. It felt like they needed a touchdown. Greg, in the worst way, after getting those early field goals to find the end zone. Big boost for this offense.
And it felt like they really needed it. As you said, Mike, to come away with 3 previous drives ending in field goals and not being able to cross it over the goal line for 6, it starts to wear on you as an offense. You start having a little doubt saying, hey, can we finish any of these drives? Now they finally do, and we can expect this to kind of start to roll throughout the rest of this game.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing is Prescott. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy is better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here is Shipley on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll start out first down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Short pass, he's got Calcaterra. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 6. On play action, here's Hurts. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that second down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Slot man in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. On the play fake, Dak. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back, looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
A gain of 10 yards.
It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Dallas first down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
To the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It's another run here for Williams. Javonte Williams. And he'll take this one in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. Cowboys will go up by 7.
Cowboys 24, Eagles 17.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
14 yards.
Give them 14 on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
A gain of 14.
Tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time.
It's now 2nd
and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
To the air again, Hurts. He's got his tight end, Goddard, working the middle of the field. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. To throw, Hurts. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Gain of 13 for number 13. And a first down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion. And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he will score! Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? On the return, here's Turpin. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Dak would throw it here on first down. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. They run over center with Williams. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. We're all even, fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
On third down, here's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
A second down throw for Hurts. That's the right side. He's got Calcaterra. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, it is second down and 5. They'll drop to throw. That is into the hands of Wicks. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
First and 10.
They continue to roll, continue to move the chains. That was a gain of 15. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's first down. Now Barkley. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
3 brings up second and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. It is brought in the end zone. Devontae Smith, touchdown Eagles.
Eagles.
2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Elliott now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles will go up by 7.
Score Eagles 31, Cowboys 24.
So the lead is 7 now here in this fourth quarter. The tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. On the return, here's Turpin. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Williams. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. At 2nd down.
The ball carrier. Jalen's pumped on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. Left side, caught by Lamb. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
3rd and short. Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good for
I love these crossing routes, Mike. Not only do they put so much stress into the deep layers of the defense, but they really allow the wide receivers to run with the ball after the catch. We just saw a great example why, and it led to a huge chunk play.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
A loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17 at the Eagles' 32-yard line.
So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.